The struggle of tribal communities against forest land acquisition by the government is not new. However, there was one leader in pre-independence India who influenced his people to stand against the British Raj and fight for the rights to their land, Birsa Munda. Birsa Munda was born at Ulgulan in the Bengal Presidency on 15th November 1875 into a Munda family. Munda spent his childhood amidst poverty in a typical tribal setup, where he was forcefully converted to Christianity and became Birsa David to receive an education from a missionary school. But soon he opted out of the missionary school. So what happened? What made him change his mind? You see, while the British had strong political and economic policies, Christian missionaries had aggressive religious and cultural policies. On one side, the missionaries hurt the feelings of the tribal people and their culture. On the other hand, the British would put pressure on the zamindars and vijayadars to collect tax, and they in turn would try to take over the land. The young Birsa Munda understood the nature of exploitation by the British against the native tribes. In 1894, Birsa Munda, in his 20s, started a movement called Ulgulan, or the Great Tumult. He travelled from village to village in the entire Chotanagpur region, educating and organising the Adivasis against the British land settlement system. The natives accepted him as their hero. He was soon known as Birsa Bhagwan in these areas, and a huge number of tribals began to follow Munda. He organised an effective movement wherein people stopped paying taxes to the British. The Christian missionaries were unnerved as Birsa was becoming the stumbling block in the path of conversion. Soon he was arrested by the British in 1895 and was released 2 years later. Birsa Munda didn't stop there. He worked for the upliftment of his community by organising and training his men. Birsa Munda proclaimed a revolution to set free the tribal land and people from Christian missionaries. In 1899, Birsa Munda called for a decisive war against the British by attacking the police station and churches. With bows and arrows in hand, the natives fought hard and suffered heavy casualties. Witnessing the aggressive firing of the British, Birsa made a tactical retreat to the hills of Singwon. The British captured hundreds of natives and were on a manhunt for Birsa Munda. On February 3, 1900, Birsa Munda was finally caught by the British from Jambapay Forest, Chakra Harbour. Birsa Munda was tortured and murdered by the British and later died on June 9, 1900. Birsa, in his short life, raised a tribal guerrilla army to fight the British during the Indian independence movement, thus achieving a cult status in India. In 25 years of brief life, the realization of missionary fraud, social exploitation, and illegal foreign occupation was the essence Birsa Munda offers today to young India to learn from his efforts.